What's up with it? You watching the Bang Bomber TV? Yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel The Urban Air. And the title is Tiffany Henyard cries after teen leaks video evidence of her stealing. Man, that's a fool with it. Cause I know she been getting called out for corruption and messing up budgets and missing money and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess they got some new evidence and they on her head, you know what I mean? But let's check out the video and see what they talking about. Yeah.
Carlisle has now distanced herself, but has effectively thrown Henyard under the bus, the semi, and the train, revealing the depths of deception that she alleges that she witnessed while serving under Tiffany Henyard.
You could feel the anger tonight at a Board of Trustees meeting in Thornton Township. The board and citizens looking for accountability to their finances, while the township supervisor...
I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 children. My children and my family are suffering because of this loss. And Dalton police, the detectives, have been sitting around twiddling their fingers on this case.
You out of order, Clerky. Like, stop. Y'all out of order. Everybody want to run stuff. Y'all don't run this house over here. Stop, please.
Y'all, this mess with Tiffany Henyard just got worse. And word on the street is she might actually go to jail after the FBI found a load of evidence that proves she's been using hard-working taxpayers' money to fund her lavish lifestyle. Not only that, but a whistleblower from her own team just came out and slammed her for being a thief and exposed Tiffany for how she managed to embezzle all this money this whole time without getting caught. All of this comes after Tiffany was caught stealing the funds from the village of Dalton for her own personal use and racking up millions of dollars in credit card debt. I mean, we've heard of corrupt mayors before, but this is undoubtedly one of the worst ones in history, and the people of Dalton don't plan on letting her go without making a very brutal example out of her. Now, Tiffany and her team initially tried to do some damage control by recruiting some journalists to pass the whole thing off as fake news. But the former mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, who is also the one who's in charge of the investigation, was not playing with Tiffany at all. And she came out to set the record straight that this was very real and that Tiffany is out here living like Beyonce and raking up millions of dollars in debt while the people of Dalton are still struggling. She said, if you hear this is fake news, it's not. It's real. This is real. Receipts for credit card purchases are rarely provided.
I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 children. My children and my family are suffering because of this loss. And Dalton police, the detectives, have been sitting around twiddling their fingers on this case. This is hurtful. When I've been in contact, I've been asking questions. I've been in contact with the state's attorney's office. I'm pushing this case. I've had the Crime Stoppers come out to do additional work canvassing the neighborhood, to assist the police, and nothing has been done.
Now, just for a little bit of context, before
I ain't gonna lie, this is getting super messy. And then like Henyard too, she like talk a lot of crap. Like her energy is like super bad. Like when people confronting her and stuff, like the way she get back at people and stuff, it don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not like professional at all. It's just like straight up ghetto.
Before we dive into the very messy details of this story, it all started back in March of this year when the village leaders and trustees of Dalton called for a meeting to investigate the misconduct of their mayor, Tiffany Henyard, and her misuse of public funds. Now, during one of these meetings, one of the trustees, Norwood, revealed that they had asked Tiffany to provide them with some financial records, but she refused. And that's when they decided to blow this case up and hired the former mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, to step in and investigate all this mess. The last time I received the bank statement was in September of last year, and we were $7 million in debt at the time, Norwood said. So at this current moment, we're saying, hey, where are the bank statements so we can know where we are? It's a problem for us all when we can't see our tax dollars, when we can't see them and how they're being spent. Fine dining and all of this travel, and we're saying, hey, why are we going to these places? What's happening here? Things got even shadier when she was slapped with multiple lawsuits from her ex-employees who claim she fired all of them for no reason, with one of them out here claiming she was SA'd by one of the trustee members who worked very closely with Tiffany. And get this, y'all, the victim of this SA said she told Tiffany about the situation, but Tiffany told her to shut up about it and not to tell anyone because it could ruin all the work she had done. What's even crazier is that before this entire investigation became as big as it currently is, a lot of people clocked her tea and they was trying to look into it. But Tiffany used her power to shut them down and prevent them from digging up any evidence against her.
I ain't gonna lie, I can see this being like a crazy TV series or something, cause like she really like corrupted than a motherfucker. She taking the taxpayers' money and spending that shit on herself, lavish trips, lavish restaurants. She like doing a fool with it.
But when she arrived at work this morning, something strange happened.
This was your office?
Yes,
What happened when you tried to open it?
it doesn't work.
Not only had
Locked
Elsie
out.
been locked out of her own office, but boxes of sensitive documents that she kept in her office were spread around the common area.
This was under lock and key before.
This was under lock and key.
And now it's just out in the open?
Now it's just out in the open. So it has the taxpayer's name, address.
So who did this to you?
Well, I mentioned this new supervisor, Tiffany Henyard.
Brian and Natalie, it is very clear that the trustees in Thornton Township have trust issues, refusing to second a motion by Tiffany Henyard to get routine township bills paid.
I mean, this woman was
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely a form of corruption. You know what I'm saying? All those documents that shouldn't even be out in the open, all in the open, people addresses, names, and everything. So yeah, man, that's pretty shady.
really living like a Hollywood celebrity and blowing through taxpayers' dollars like it was her own personal ATM, all while contributing nothing to the community. She literally just came to steal and destroy, y'all.
We need to
Man.
put some safeguards in place to regulate what's spent on the credit card.
I do not want a credit card. I do not deal with money.
Earlier this month, former Mayor Lori Lightfoot revealed the village of Dalton, where Henyard also serves as the mayor, racked up hundreds of thousands of dollar credit card purchases after Henyard's critics walked out Wednesday night.
The corruption in Tiffany's administration got so bad that people even demanded for Henyard and other officials to step down. But of course, she refused and continued to steal that money. What's even worse about this is that with all the evidence that this investigation has dug out and her obvious corruption over the years, Tiffany is still actively trying to make herself out to be the victim and calling the media out on publicizing the negativity in her administration and not the positive stuff. Like, you just can't make this up. She said, "It's good to see the media out here, but I wish you guys would come for the positive things and not the chaos and not the media show, because that's all that's here. I get it, we're clickbait, we're hot right now, and I get it. This is what sells papers. But I wish you guys would have come to our Easter event that we had on Sunday. We had over 500 kids out there, happy, running around, giving away baskets. It was amazing. But baby, the FBI don't care about all this fake positivity image that she's trying to force on us, because they are on her case and they digging into everything she been up to, including the restaurant she owns and some allegations about her scamming people and getting them to donate to her foundation while she uses the donations for her own personal use. It turns out Tiffany's supposed charity foundation ain't even registered with the AG's office, and they sent her a cease and desist to stop collecting funds for the foundation, but she ignored them all. And she's continued to collect thousands of dollars in the name of charity. According to the New York Post, Tiffany was hit with 2 subpoenas. In the first subpoena, feds are seeking personnel files, wage and tax documents, time and attendance records, contracts, and checks written to cash from Henyard's multiple endeavors: a restaurant she owns, a property management company she runs, her political action committee, and a charity in her name. Now,
I ain't gonna lie, she be dressing her ass off too, so it kind of do look like she's stealing something from somewhere, unless she just spending all her money that she earning on fucking clothes and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But she stay with her hair on fleek and everything. Like, she really like a fucking diva to be a mayor, you know what I mean?
In the second subpoena, they're seeking financial documents of the township, like budgets, payroll records, and ordinances covering credit card purchases, expense reports and reimbursements, security details, and use of vehicles. And baby, they found a whole lot of incriminating evidence. In the investigation that was led by Lori Lightfoot, they found out that Tiffany's trifling self spent over $43,000 on Amazon in one single day, over $7,000 at Wayfair, and $2,200 at Best Buy. Not only that, it shows that she spent $102,987 in just the past year for trips alone. Oh, but unfortunately, it gets worse. Lori's investigation also found that the village of Dalton owes over $6 million in village vendors, while only having $3.6 million spending deficit. Well, it turns out that Tiffany had used the funds to pay 2 police officers overtime, increasing its spending on the police department from $7.7 million in 2022 to $9.2 million by 2024. And child, I'm not even exaggerating when I say Tiffany was living like the president of the United States. Like, who in the hell spends over $43,000 on Amazon in a single day and over $9.2 million for security in a small town like Dalton? Not even the mayors of big cities are spending this much, but Tiffany wants us to believe that she genuinely needs to blow all this money to get stuff done. Like, you cannot make this up. Now, fortunately for everyone, the wall around Tiffany that has been protecting her for so long and keeping her from jail is beginning to break apart because someone from her team named Carmen Carlisle just betrayed her and spilled the tea about how Tiffany has been able to embezzle all this money for so long without getting caught. In a statement to WGN, Carmen said, "Today, I'm breaking my silence and speaking out against Thornton Township Supervisor and Mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard, who I believe has engaged in unethical and predatory behavior throughout her tenure. For the past 2 years, Henyard has manipulated employees, vendors, and residents using her position to increase her influence, all while projecting a false image of success funded by the hard-working taxpayers of Thornton Township and the village of Dalton. I'm standing up, not just for myself, but for others who have been affected by what I see as Henyard's leadership." Carlisle's statement said, "I believe there are many more victims who have been retaliated against, fired, or lied to by Henyard, but have yet to speak out."
And guys, there's more. Now, Carlisle claims that Tiffany manipulated her for years, even pressuring her to falsely state that the mayor had no involvement in establishing the controversial Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Carlisle also alleged that she refused to comply, leading to her decision to expose Henyard's action. And in a powerful move, Carlisle has now distanced herself, but has effectively thrown Henyard under the bus, the semi, and the train, revealing the depths of deception that she alleges that she witnessed while serving under Tiffany Henyard.
So as y'all can see,
man, I ain't gonna lie, this definitely seemed like it'll be a crazy series or a movie or something, because she really was using her power for corruption, like shadiness, like firing people and everything. She a cold character for real.
Tiffany's own people are starting to feel the pressure, and they already throwing her under the bus. And it looks like Tiffany is also beginning to panic about the entire situation because she actually responded to Carmen's claims, and she wasn't too nice about it. She called Carmen some real nasty names and claimed that Carmen was just trying to lie to save herself. She said, "I think I'm gonna get you a new nickname, Lion Carlisle. I'm tired of everyone in here. There always has to be a show. At the end of the day, you was on board. We never talked about this, right? So you should have been putting the same energy in play when you weren't saying a word a year ago, some months ago." Child, with the way things are going, it ain't gonna be too long before the police knocking on Tiffany's door and putting her in handcuffs. Her own team is already selling her out, and she out here talking crazy and trying to gaslight them out of speaking the truth about her corrupt behavior. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. accounts. Like this person who said they need to freeze Tiffany's accounts and the overtime cops' accounts until this is all sorted out, so they can't hide all the stolen money. Another person said she needs to be removed from office by force and arrested. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Tiffany being investigated? And do y'all think her team members and the trustees are actually going to follow in Carmen's footsteps and expose her? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the
Man, that's a fool with it, man. For real, she definitely looking like she with the corruption, man, especially with the firing people for nothing and like putting pressure on people using her status and everything. She kind of shady, I ain't gonna lie. Then like the crazy trips all are spending on Amazon, man. Yeah, man, she different for real. She like super she seem hood as hell, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man, that's cold how she doing those people out there, man, using the taxpayers' money and stuff for her own stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't know. I think it could be a little deeper than we might see, though, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she like knew how to do all this, just like embezzle and do all this stuff like just naturally. So it's probably somebody telling her something, you know what I'm saying? Somebody crooked and corrupted. And it ain't no telling if they using her to cover up some old corruption too, you know what I'm saying? Let the fall on her, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not sure though. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about her situation in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the Big Bomber TV. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace. Yeah.